I took my first plane ride when I was only a few months old, and I haven't stopped traveling since. I was raised in a family that was worldly, cultured, and diverse, and I've carried that love of exploring and learning with me ever since. I am also a holistic herbalist, and I always carry my herbal first aid kit with me. It saved me countless times, both for myself and for others. Along the way, I've learned just how important it is to be prepared for anything that comes up while traveling. It can be, anything from motion sickness, unexpected tummy troubles, aches and pains, low moods, and even colds. And here's the best part: you don't need to be an herbalist to use these remedies. I'll teach you how to do it. Simple, effective, practical, so you can handle these situations no matter where you are in the world, including at home. That's why I created this new series, My Natural First Aid Travel Kit. In each episode, I'll show you one powerful natural remedy I always have when traveling on the road, sharing not just how it works, but how I use it in real life travel situations. And today we're starting with one of my absolute favorites. The first plant ally I want to share with you, one that's not just in my travel kit, but a part of my daily life, is ginger. For centuries, people have relied on its healing power, and today modern science continues to back up what traditional medicine has always known. Ginger works. And it works especially well for the kinds of things that almost always come up when you're traveling. At least they're pretty regular. Of course, I'm not suggesting you pack raw ginger root in your carry-on. If you're leaving the country, customs won't love that. And honestly, it's not the most practical thing to travel with. Even ginger tea can be hard, especially if someone is already nauseous. When I'm nauseous, and I love ginger, to have to get down an entire glass of tea is gonna feel a lot harder. That's why I always pack ginger chews or ginger tablets, and I'll put these on the screen. They taste good, they're concentrated, easy to dose, and they're simple to travel with. I can't count the number of times ginger has saved the day. I've traveled with people who came down with food poisoning or who simply ate something their bodies weren't used to. I love traveling all over the world, but sometimes when you're in different cuisines, it can be hard on our digestion when we're eating foods that we're not normally accustomed to. Also, a lot of people can deal with either constipation or diarrhea while traveling, and ginger can really help with that. Ginger is a warrior when it comes to digestive upset. I am someone who is a little nauseous by nature. I just got back from traveling to several different countries in Europe. Long flights, drastically changing time zones, altitudes, and continents is hard on the body. I will get nauseous at points of my travel, especially towards the end of a flight, so I always have ginger on hand. I actually take ginger preventively before I even get on the flight because ginger helps with circulation. You want to keep your blood circulating while flying. That's super important. I also take it preventatively because it has antibacterial and antiviral properties that support immune function. There are people who tend to get sick a lot when traveling, and that really sucks for them. If that's you, then try ginger as an ally. Use it preventively. It gives that extra line of defense so we can keep strong. It really works. It works. And you can get large doses of it in concentrated forms like ginger chews or tablets, and they're really good. Then there's inflammation and pain. Long flights, stiffened muscles, and shifting into diets different from my norm can trigger joint discomfort. I just got back from Rome. The food in Italy was wonderful, but the Italian cuisine is very carb heavy. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner filled with pastries, pizzas, breads, pastas is not something my body personally thrives on. That is not how I eat on a regular basis in my normal life. Therefore, I heavily relied on ginger to balance out the effects of the local diet I was experiencing to keep the inflammation down so I could actually enjoy myself. Ginger is just one example of how powerful, practical, and accessible natural remedies can be when you're on the road. It's a plant ally that's carried me through food poisoning, scares, nausea, inflammation, long flights, and literally so much more. And the best part? These are tools that anyone can learn to use. You don't have to be an herbalist to learn how to treat yourself and your family. This is just the beginning of my Natural First Aid Travel Kit series. In upcoming episodes, I'll be opening up my kit and I'll show you exactly what I carry one remedy at a time, with real stories of how they've helped me and others while traveling the world. My intention with this series is to put the power back into your hands. As earthlings, we are made of this planet, of Gaia. The clay, the plants, the nature we perceive outside of us are also a part of us. And within that nature are allies I'll show you how to use so you can care for yourself and your loved ones wherever life takes you. Have a good week.